Hey there, it's Lisa with freefaxreview.com, and today I'm reviewing eXtremeFax. eXtremeFax is run by RingCentral, which offers not just online fax services but also fully featured cloud-based office phone systems with the ability to do pretty much anything and everything you'd expect of a conventional business phone setup. You can purchase fax-only service from RingCentral, but eXtremeFax makes things a little simpler by not even presenting all the different service options you'd have to choose from over at RingCentral. eXtremeFax is just a fax service with one kind of cool perk. You can use it as a voicemail account as well, and any voicemail messages sent to your eXtremeFax number will be emailed to you just like incoming fax messages are. As far as pricing goes, eXtremeFax is a little bit less expensive than RingCentral's fax-only plans. You can choose between a $7.99 or $19.99 per month monthly plan, and with that you'll get either 500 or 1,200 free pages, respectively, to use each month. The lower prices you see on your screen right here are the same plans, but they represent the discount you'd get if you commit to a full year of service instead of just going month to month. If you go over your allotment of free pages, you're going to pay between 3 and 7 cents per extra page for any overage, with an automatic minimum overage purchase of $20. When it comes to the web interface, you have the same sending and receiving options with eXtremeFax that you'd have with RingCentral. Things are even laid out pretty much the same, just the graphical interface has a slightly different format. You can also download call controller software, which is the same PC, Mac, and Linux compatible program you'd get straight from RingCentral. If you watched my video review for RingCentral, you already know that I had some issues with that software, despite their customer service department's best attempts to help me resolve it. I'm having the same issues here. After all, it is the same software, but I'll talk more about that in just a second. First, let me go ahead and send a test fax from the web interface. Bear with me for just a second here. And the fax itself is whatever file you choose to attach, so I'll just send myself a little bit of clip art. And I think I'll skip the cover page, and then we'll go ahead and do the send now. Now, in addition to the call controller software and the web interface, you can also do the standard email to fax, fax to email sending that you would do with almost any other online fax service. Now, if my test fax arrives safely, you'll see a little email confirmation message pop up in the top right-hand corner of my screen in a minute or two. You can also sign up to be notified about faxes, both sending and receiving, by the call controller software or by SMS text messages sent to your phone. In the meantime, while we're waiting for that confirmation, let's go ahead and talk about that software. The eXtremeFax call controller looks and works exactly the same as it does for RingCentral. Again, it's really just exactly the same thing. And this software lets you do most of the fax management functions you'd get from the web interface. It also integrates seamlessly with Outlook and allows you to fax directly from any Microsoft application. You can also scan directly to fax by using Call Controller. The problem I've been having crops up when I try to send a fax from the Call Controller interface. And let's use a different fax number here just to keep things straight so there's no confusion about what works and what doesn't. And I've confirmed with customer service that this is the right way to handle things. You add the contact you want to send to and you highlight it. And then again I have to add some sort of a file to be sent as the actual fax. I'll send it low resolution. I'll skip the cover page and then I hit send. And that's the error message that I get every time I try it. Now, I've already spent about 10 minutes on the phone with customer service trying to sort this out with no luck. So the call controller software is a definite fail for me, but you might have better luck with it, especially if you're on a PC instead of a Mac. The good news is that the software is completely optional. You don't have to use it or even download it at all. You can get plenty of functionality out of eXtremeFax's email to fax, fax to email function, and the web interface. A few more quick things you should know about eXtremeFax. You have the option of porting your existing fax number over to their service, but you can only authorize one user to access the account, so there's no automatic distribution of incoming faxes to multiple email addresses. You can choose between having a local or toll-free number if you want to get a number assigned straight from eXtremeFax instead of porting your own, and you can also add multiple fax numbers to your account. Each additional line costs $4.99 per line per month for the add-on. And last but not least, as you can see, my test fax did come through in about a minute or less, and that's a pretty standard send time for any online fax service. Well, that wraps up my review of eXtremeFax. Be sure and check out freefaxreview.com for reviews of their competition, and if you're curious about RingCentral, you'll also find my video review of them at the same place.